So, this is my WrestleMania 29 video for review. My voice is kind of sharp right now. A lot of yelling, a lot of screaming at a WrestleMania party. Everyone has went home. Currently no one's home, and I'm trying to get this video done ASAP. The first match was on the pre-show, Miz versus Wade Barrett, and supposedly Miz won the Intercontinental Championship. And while I was watching WrestleMania, they had a little scroller bar at the bottom, and someone tweeted, "Oh my God, Miz won the Intercontinental Championship." I'm like, okay, Miz won the Intercontinental Championship. I didn't watch the pre-show. I didn't want to watch the pre-show because I didn't want to get ruined by how the stage looked. I want to see it on pay-per-view. But the first match was The Shield, Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns going up against Sheamus, Randy Orton, and Big Show. Tag team match. It went 10 minutes. Opened the show. I thought it was a good opener. And supposedly Orton didn't really turn heel. The ending of the match came when Sheamus was gonna tag in Big Show, but he ended up tagging Orton, and Orton ended up getting speared. And who pinned him? I think Dean Ambrose pinned him. Roman Reigns pinned him. Who knows? But the Shield is still undefeated, and then Big Show came and knocked both Sheamus and Randy Orton out. Next, so he's heel again. Next, we got Mark Henry versus Ryback. Me and my friend were talking. We were saying, man, imagine Mark Henry beat Ryback. It'd be probably one of the most hilarious things ever. And on the press conference, it looked like Mark Henry was. It seemed like he was gonna be one of his last matches, and he might retire after this. So, pretty much, Mark Henry dominated the whole match. Ryback got in that one shell shock. He's about to get up the shell shock. Mark Henry countered, splash, and pinned Ryback. Ryback got up, did the shell shock, and that was it. So Mark Henry got his win, but Ryback got the last laugh, so to say. And I think that probably would have been Mark Henry's last match. But seeing that, I'm like, why couldn't Mark Henry put Ryback over? But who knows? That match was 8 minutes too long. That should have been at least 2 minutes or 5 minutes max. Then we got Team Hell No going up against Dolph Ziggler and Biggie Langston. Talk about Bryan Danielson fucking over as shit. He came in, the crowd was chanting yes, yes, yes. You didn't hear as much because of Kane's entrance music, but the ending came when pretty much Kane chokeslammed Ziggler, and then Danielson got the headbutt and got the pin. But when they got their tag team championships, the whole friggin' arena was chanting yes. It looked insane. Talk about people being over. Danielson is over. If they don't keep this guy as a face, I don't know. WWE is crazy. Like I've been saying for almost over a year now, Danielson is over, and the crowd loves him. Next matchup we got, so Team Hell No retained, and I thought that a lot of changed matches that people thought like seemed too obvious, like the Mark Henry match. We thought Ryback was gonna win, and the Team Hell No match we thought Ziggler and Biggie Langston was gonna win. And then we got Fandango going up against Chris Jericho. This was a okay match. Jericho got his stuff in, Fandango got his stuff in, but it wasn't that really great. I thought Jericho looked like he was about to win, but Fandango ended up getting a small package and getting the victory on that. Then we got, I thought this was a okay match. This match went 10 minutes. It was a Victor Del Rio Jack Swagger match. This was kind of a nothing match. It seemed kind of boring. People were over. It was like meh. It was okay. Del Rio won with arm breaker. There's nothing much really to say about this match. Then we got the match. Then we were coming into the main event matches. Kind of funny. I'm looking at this card. I'm like, because I thought after watching WrestleMania, I thought the mixed tag match got bumped to the pre-show, but I guess it got completely taken off WrestleMania, which I thought it was hilarious. They should have they had an hour pre-show. What the hell did they do in that pre-show? I guess I'll watch it later tomorrow to see what they actually did, but kind of stupid, right? Because if you're watching the pre-show, you're most likely going to buy WrestleMania, so why play all these video packages to buy WrestleMania? You're probably going to get a couple thousand more buys. Why don't you just throw in 2 matches instead of throwing 1 match and 50 minutes of pre-show? But God knows with WWE. And it kind of sucks for Cody Rhodes not to be on WrestleMania, because he was on WrestleMania 26, 27, and 28, and he's on at 29. Also, Damien Sandow, WrestleMania debut. I thought he did a great amount throughout the year to deserve to be on a WrestleMania card at least. And Cody Rhodes not being on a WrestleMania card, kind of a travesty. But we got Undertaker versus CM Punk. This is the match that everyone came to see. No one No one really cared about Rock Cena 2. Everyone a little cared about a bit for Brock Lesnar versus Triple H 2, but everyone wanted to see Undertaker versus CM Punk. And this match was not as high as the last 4 years, but it was a still awesome match. And they went 22 minutes long. Punk got a lot of stuff in. Taker a little came back a bit, but Punk got a tremendous amount hit. The one part was funny when Punk hit the GTS. Taker didn't even flinch. He literally bounced off the ropes and like did I believe he did a tombstone. Yeah, he did a straight tombstone and Punk kicked out, which was awesome. Punk, what did Punk? I can't remember what Punk hit, but he did the, I don't know what he hit. I can't remember. God, when did he hit? He hit something. He hit the elbow or something, and then he did the cross arms, tongue out, pin, and it was like, oh god, I can't remember what he hit. Like, I'm drawing a blank, but ending the match was Taker reversed something, tombstone, 1, 2, 3. Undertaker is 21-0. It kind of seems unreal right now. Undertaker's 21-0. I thought 20-0 that was gonna be it, but 21-0 is like, wow. Next matchup we got was Triple H versus Brock Lesnar with Shawn Michaels in the corner and Paul Heyman in the corner of Brock Lesnar, even though Paul Heyman was in the corner of Undertaker. This match was 24 minutes long. Started off slow a bit, didn't really pick up until the last 10 minutes, then they really started getting the action with the chairs and the steel steps. Brock Lesnar pretty much threw one set of steel steps and used the other to beat up Triple H on the outside of the ring. That's when we thought, oh god, okay, that might be a bad mistake for Lesnar, because every time Lesnar brings in steel steps in the ring, something bad happens to him and not his opponent. So Brock Lesnar goes and does the armbar deal and the Kimura lock, but was unsuccessful. And then Triple H starts doing damage on Brock Lesnar's arm, and then starts doing damage, and then all of a sudden Triple H does the I just said it. The Kimura lock onto Brock Lesnar. Did it once, Brock Lesnar got out. Did it again, Brock Lesnar got out. Then did it again on the steps, and he slammed him. And I think he slammed him twice, and then can't remember what happened. I think he went to F5 and then went into a pedigree, and Triple H pedigreed him on the steel steps. And 1, 2, 3. Triple H also did kick out of a Triple H landed a pedigree on Brock Lesnar once, but Brock Lesnar kicked out, and Brock Lesnar did land a F5 on Triple H, and he also landed F5 on Shawn Michaels, and Shawn Michaels also super kicked Paul Heyman to get him out of the match. But that's that. My mind's going all around and around and around. I'm actually gonna do like a full in-depth review of all the matches throughout the week of the main event matches, like these top 3 matches. But right now, these are just my live thoughts. And yeah, then we got the main event, The Rock versus John Cena. Literally, half of this match was a repeat from last year. Essentially, big moves, a lot of rest holds. Wasn't that interesting. Then it started getting interesting when they landed the big moves with the off the top rope and the spine buster and the sharpshooter and then the people's elbow and then the counter and the counter and the counter. Man, it was awesome. I actually recorded pretty much not the whole match, but like half an hour, like 25 minutes, like 20 minutes of the match and 5 minutes of the ending, and I have like a couple minutes of after the pay-per-view was over. I have that like half an hour recording of the main event and all that, so I will be uploading that. Just a little add to you, I recorded stuff throughout the entire weekend. I will be uploading my Wrestlemania party, how to throw a Wrestlemania party, and little treat for everyone else. I'll be doing my whole full Wrestlemania weekend of what actually I did this weekend, my little random crap I did throughout, so see how it's like. You can still have fun without going to WrestleMania and still have an awesome WrestleMania weekend right at home. So that is that. So what was I gonna say? Cena kicked out of the FU, Rock kicked out of the rock bottom, and then they did the spot of last year when Cena looked at the crowd and was gonna do the same thing he did last year, but then Rock got up and then Cena stopped and then did the "you can't see me," and then picked up Rock, and then Rock countered him back and did the rock bottom. I thought for sure it was done, and then he kicked out, and then they countered and countered and countered and countered, and then Cena did that few, and then he kicked, and then Rock kicked out, and I was like, oh god. And then they countered and countered, and then finally Cena did one more attitude adjustment, 1, 2, 3. The ending was very anticlimactic because all the two near falls, those last two near falls were like, oh, my heart was going like 180. It was just like you know those moments when you feel it and you're like, oh god, here we go. I felt it then. And then they like did the Rock, Cena held the belt, and then Rock and Cena talked, and then the Rock music played, and then Cena walked off, and the Rock went down the aisle, Rock of Shame, and they both like held hands up in the air, and Cena held the title, and the fireworks went off, and that was WrestleMania. I literally was waiting for Dolph Ziggler to come out and get the briefcase and clock Cena across the head and pin him 1, 2, 3. That would have been an awesome ending to WrestleMania, but this WrestleMania, very here and there. The match I did, there were some great moments or some not so great moments. Triple H winning. Why did they spend $5 million on Brock Lesnar for him to lose a match, win a match, and then lose another match? But who knows? I can't find my cursor. There it is. Cause I gotta stop this recording after. That was a waste of $5 million. Hopefully next year we'll get Rock versus. Or I thought when Rock was leaving, I thought Brock Lesnar would come and pick him up F5. That's the WrestleMania matchup for next year. But who knows? Oh, also on the Brock match, Brock did this in the match in WrestleMania on the Brock Lesnar versus Triple H match, which I thought was like, maybe next year it'll be 22-0 Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. But next year's card, right now, I'm saying Brock Lesnar versus The Rock, Undertaker Cena, and Triple H versus CM Punk. That is my main events for next year WrestleMania right now, as of right now. So thank you for watching my WrestleMania 29 review. I would record it on my flip cam, but my flip cam is near dead, and I wouldn't be able to record a 10 to 15 minute video on it. I'm scared it would die on me halfway through, so sorry about that. But I have a ton of footage of my well, I only have how much hours of footage I have. I have like 55 minutes of footage on here, which I'll eventually upload. So there's that. So thank you for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed WrestleMania. Having a WrestleMania party, it had me that much more fun. Had about 10 people over, and it was pretty damn awesome. So thank you for watching my video today. Hope you enjoyed, and that is all.